This is, you want to start in pole position. But if you're starting here, you're a long way back from the start line.
I am what I am, and that's all that I am. I am what I am, I'm a hooligan.
Control line, finish line, short run to the end. And the start line is way up there where those two guys in the yellow shirts are, right up there. So different start and control line. So on a safety car restart, can catch some people out. Can't pass until the control line, which is this, not that. If you overcook it into turn one, you end up in the grass. The race director's instructions are to go through that little chicane there. Seems easy, unless it's been raining. If it's wet, you need to put it in four-wheel drive. This weekend, you're going to see plenty of cars go off the ski jump. Have a look how far the ground drops away there. So it's always good action, ripping front splitters off, throwing dirt everywhere. Kind of unique corner, you're coming in at max speed. Good passing position as well, because if you get a small run on someone, you can duck out at the last minute. And you're turning in probably about here. You're a long way from the corner, but because you're carrying so much speed, your car will kind of drift over, and you're turning in feels unnatural because you're turning in earlier, but the car will drift over. So it's like you're turning into the grass, but you really want to get right on the inside of that curb and eat as much of the curb as possible. Turn 2 and 3, pretty complex, but it's really important to get it stopped and rotated. Don't overslow it, and you need to eat some curb here, and you got to make sure that you have to unload the car, keep it on throttle so it actually rides the curb pretty nicely. This part of the track, this braking zone, and through here is, in my opinion, the slipperiest track in Australian motorsport. Just something about the old road, it just is no grip whatsoever. So it's a bit of pavement's been cut up. So we've had to put our Dorians, which is our timing tracker, in a specific spot in our car. So yes, they'll have someone on judge of fact looking down there, but I think this will come into play. This is new. This is the sensor to pick up where the car is positioned right at the kind of apex of this curb. So we're at down sand. Let me track map, look. This curb's kind of unique because usually when you hit a curb, you kind of bounce over it. My technique, no one copy me, all right, is you want to hit the curb and you actually land on the curb, because the curb kind of teeters off flat, you don't bounce back off it, and it sets on that angle, it sets you up for the next left-hander. So this braking zone again is tricky because if there's any sort of moisture, old slippery surface. And then if you miss the curb and you only get a little bit of it, then you're in no man's land and you ruin yourself for the run onto the straight. But if you can see where Matt is, see how it bounces up, and then the curb, basically you want to land, hit it about here and land still on the top of it and just kind of run it straight out. The next curb on the left, you don't want to hit that curb because it's going to unsettle the car, which is going to delay you getting to full throttle, which is another long straight down the finish line. Try not to get on the throttle too early here, because if you end up on the other side of the concrete, grass sucks you in, have a moment, you're just going to get passed by cars. So hugging this curb nice and tight, then your car's going to drift out. Left hand side of the car has to not go over that line, otherwise you're going to delete your lap. If it's quali, that sucks. Basically back onto full throttle. As soon as you get over this curb, you want to settle the car, get it as straight as you can for the left-hander at the bottom, because there's a heavy braking zone, and if your car's wiggling around and you try and get on the brakes, you're going to have a lock up, you're going to keep going into the kiddie litter. But I love this part of the track. There's a lot going on. You fast corner, it's probably next to a car, angle it through the curb, then you're really struggling to get it stopped and get it turned, and then you can actually smash that curb. Hope we can in the utes. It was fun in the 86s, but this is a very technical part of the track. Lots of fun. Heavy braking zone. Like I mentioned before, it's really important to get the contact patch of the tyres as straight as possible, because if you're having a bit of a wiggle, you're not going to get the braking efficiency out of the car and you're not going to stop it where you need to. And you'll see a lot of cars run into other cars here, rear end them, or they go for an inside move, and because it's dirty and not as gripped up, they'll send it into someone. They've concreted the inside of this curb. I don't know, when I came here twice, it just got eaten away. So you really had to hit it and jump over because there was a big divot. You can see that curb's pretty nice to hit. Just want to hit that, ride it, run it out. Again, there's a bit of concrete on the exit of this curb. Pretty slippy part of the track too.
I am what I am and that's all that I am. I am what I am, I'm a hooligan.